to the channel. It's your boy Ramsey. Today's gonna be a little bit different video. We're not really gonna do more car stuff related today. I'm gonna do more me stuff related. So I figure if I'm gonna start this YouTube channel and get a good following, a good subscribing, I wish my subscribers know who I am rather than what I drive, right? First off, my name is Ramsey. I am 32 years old and I'm a car salesman for Volkswagen. I've been doing it for 10 years. I've been pretty successful and I was able to afford my dream car, which is my Mark V Supra. I've done a lot of stuff to the car, of course, which I've gone over in a lot of other videos, but to be successful, you have to be knowledgeable, you have to be humble, you have to be willing to do things other people won't do to drive the cars that most people will not drive, right? And that being said, I put the hours in, I put the days in, no weekends, no days off. If you're my friend in real life, you know that I work pretty much 24/7, you know what I mean? I want a nice life, I like nice things. Who doesn't like nice things? And I just want to work hard and not have to worry about the next bill, the next this, the next that. I want to worry about my next car, my next house, my next big venture in life, right? So that being said, if you want to know anything about me, leave in the comments, any questions, things like that. I have a whole questionnaire that I'm going to be doing as the interviews that I do for my YouTube channel here. So what I wanted to do was more of like getting with my friends that have really, really nice builds and asking them questions. So I'm going to get my book right here that I have everything written down in. I'm going to ask them these questions and let me know what you think. Alrighty, so these are pretty much the questions that I'm going to ask all of my friends that have really nice builds about their cars. I have about 15 questions here. Hopefully they're good questions. I worked a little bit hard on it. I did a little research on what you should ask the car enthusiast, right? So I'm going to ask the question and I'm going to answer it myself because I only have done videos about my car with like what it has, but not these questions like this, right? So first question that I have is year, make, and model. So it's a 2021 Toyota Supra, year, make, and model, right? How long have you owned it? I've had it for 4 years. I bought it brand spanking new. It had 13 miles on it. I was blessed enough to buy it brand new. Fun fact, I am leasing the car. So once my lease is over in a few months, I'm gonna purchase the car. Number 3, what have you done to it so far? If you wanna know that, I'll leave the link in the description here and a little thing on the page here. You can go check that out for yourself. Great videos, got a new mic. Shout out to the new mic. Where did I buy it? I bought it at L. Henderson Toyota here in Coconut Creek. I have a really good sales guy there. I happen to know Al Henderson Jr. himself. Funny story to that, we get our haircut at the same place. That's how I was able to become friendly with him, not knowing that I was in the car industry or who he was, but I always gave him compliments on his beard. He had all like skulls and stuff in his beard, and then just had a good connection like that. Next thing you know, it was Al Henderson Jr. himself. Gave me a killer deal on the car, so if you ever need a Toyota, that's the place to go. Yeah, great place to be. Great taste of the work. What's the first thing I did to the car? I'm gonna go into it even though I had a great video already about what I've done to the car, but I really didn't go on what I did first. The first thing I did was an intake. It's a CTS intake. I probably bought it a week of ownership. I wanted to hear all the noises, right? I had a Toyota Supra, so I had to make all the noises, right? What else do I wanna do to the car? I'm not gonna answer that question because I have a lot of videos coming in the future. So if you wanna see those type of stuff, you wanna hear that type of content, just keep following the page, subscribe, comment, like. It's always a good thing to do, right? What car events do you like to attend? What don't I like to attend? I go to the weekly meets, I go to the bullshit meets, I go to the big meets, I go to the small meets, I go to meets my friends host. I'm really just a car guy. I like to do that. That's what I like to do on the weekends. Today's Friday, actually. I decided to make content today rather than go to a car meet, so show respect to that, you know what I mean? It is Friday, and right now I believe it's like 8 o'clock at night, so I could be out there, you know, chilling with the boys outside, right? How long have I been a car enthusiast for, and how did it start? I would say I've been a car enthusiast since I've been 5, 6, 7 years old. My dad had an audio store. It blew up in Parkland. It's called Sound Blazers. So shout out to my dad, Sammy Sound Blazers. You're the man. Love you to death. My dad's the best. So that's what kind of got me into it. He had a shop where we did car audio, window tinting, satellite radios, all that stuff back in the day from like 2000s, early 2000s, where none of that was like normal. You had to like go crazy, spend crazy money to have satellite radios and satellite TVs. And now every car kind of just comes standard with it. So me and my dad, we sell cars now. That's pretty much how it started. My first car was a GTI, and I bought it from the dealership that I work currently. So it's a weird story. Everything kind of revolves and circled back to like my original starting point, you know, which was Volkswagen. Do I have a favorite brand? I would say I'm kind of biased because I sell Volkswagens. I've been a big Volkswagen fan my whole life, but I don't like any brand better than the next. I am a diehard Volkswagen guy. That's what I started with. So I would say if I had a favorite brand, that would be the first brand. But I'm a car guy in general, so I like all brands. What's the sickest modification I've done to my car? I'm gonna say I have two. But if you want to single it down to one, I think my Workmeisters are my best modification, even though it's not a modification. It's, I guess it is. I slapped some wheels on my car, right? Besides that, the air suspension. As much people talk shit about air, my $1,300 lip does not hit the ground unless I push a button and make that motherfucker hit the ground. So if I want to fuck shit up, I'm gonna do it myself. I'm not gonna let the road or a raccoon in the road or going into a 7-Eleven and you're dipping down so hard that you're just completely tearing up the carbon fiber. We spend a lot of money. It's part of the game. I get it. But why spend money on things you don't need to not spend money on, right? How much power I'm making? I can kind of go back and forth on that. I'm not tuned yet. So once I get a tune, I'll have much more power, right? But right now I have 411 wheel. I dynoed at M-Tech Performance. Shout out to them boys. Moose, you the man. I appreciate you, Doug. I'm gonna go through my uncle, which he is Supreme Tuning FL. He's gonna send my ECU out to Finland. Hopefully we can dyno tune it at M-Tech, SFL Dynos. Really cool people. My uncle's the man. He's done a lot of stuff to my car already. He's coded it and things like that. So I'll do another video about what you can do when you code your car. We'll leave that for the next video. How often do you wash your car? At least twice a week. I'm a fucking clean freak, so I have to make sure my car is clean. I don't feel like I'm clean unless my car is clean. If you're a car guy, you know. If you know, you know type shit, right? Do you prefer doing your own maintenance or taking it to a shop? Regarding certain things like warranty-wise, because I have a warranty in my car still, I'd rather go to the shop for that. But like oil changes, tire rotations, which I don't have to do. I'm just talking about regular maintenance on a regular car. I do like to do all my work. I bagged the car myself. I did the intake, the charge pipe, all that stuff myself personally. So if something does break, I'm able to fix it. I really would like to fix something and not be stuck on the road because I had paid someone to fix it or even do the work. So that being said, I do like to do all my own work. Likes and dislikes. I like that it is a Supra. I don't like that it's not a Supra, right? If I could ask Toyota to redo it, I'd ask him to put the 2JZ or work on a JZ motor, refurbished one for 2021, 2018, whenever the car came out. I know it'd be a little bit more expensive, but this is a car enthusiast car, and I think anybody would spend the money if they truly wanted the car. I wish the car was a bit bigger. The Mark IV had back seats, the Mark V does not. So I do wish the car was just a bit bigger. I'm a bigger guy, I'm like about 6 foot, 250 pounds, so it is a little tight, but I've gained weight, so it became tighter. So there's a couple of dislikes on the car. Besides that, it has the cup holder is stupid in the middle, and you need space to put somewhere else wise. I wish it had that old school Supra, cockpit vibe, you know what I mean? I know often imitated, never duplicated, but the heritage is there. I just wish it was just a little bit more there. The things I like my wheels, I like the air suspension on the car. I do like the B58. It's a great motor, don't get me wrong. I know I said I'm a JZ guy, but the B58 is a great motor. It's very reliable. The only issues I've ever had in my car, believe it or not, is my AC. And then at like 100 or 200 miles, I broke an engine mount. They're BMW engine mounts, so who's to say that it's a problem from Toyota? I think it's a BMW problem, right? There's a lot of likes about the car. The main thing being the transmission. I really do like the ZF transmission. It's really responsive. It shifts super quick. It's not like an old DTC and the M3s and stuff like that where you're like jerking around the whole time. It's super smooth. I cannot say any bad things about that transmission. It's a really good transmission. The car handles really well, air or static. I've had, my lowering springs are actually here. I'm in my garage. I had Swift springs, so it rode really well in both styles. But yeah, a bunch of nice stuff about the car. I just wish I had more power. That's my own I wish I tuned the car so far. You know what I mean? What suspension are you running? I'm running Airlift 3P. I bought it by Bag Riders from Bag Riders, but it's 3P all around. So I got the Performance Series as well, so I can adjust the cambering. I can adjust a lot of stuff on the actual suspension itself. So that's what I have done for suspension wise. What exhaust do I have? I am actually on my stock exhaust. I just have a catless downpipe. So that thing fucking screams, man. It pops, it bangs, it makes all the noises. So I don't really think a Supra Mark V really needs a aftermarket exhaust. The way mine sounds is chef's kiss. What wheel setup I went over in the last video. They're Workmeister's S1 3P, 19 by 9.5 plus 19, 19 by 10.5 plus 31. I'm running factory tires, 275 in the front, 35 sidewall, 255 in the front, 275 in the back. So if I said it wrong, it's 275 in the back, 255 in the front, 35 walls, they're 19-inch wheels. Those are the questions I've asked. It's a pretty good questionnaire for that person. I'm kind of doing more like a vlog style when I ask my buddies all questions about their car. So that's what I would like to do. I'm also going to do videos of their car. We'll go over the car like I did in my last video, like an overview of everyone's car. So I'll give you an example. I have a friend named Jose. He has an R34. We're going to go over his R34, like do walk-arounds around the car. He happens to also have an R33. I'm giving hints on what I'm going to do for my next video. So that's what I plan on doing around the car and then getting into the questionnaire. So I'm going to try to memorize some of these questions. I don't know if it looks better with or professional with something written down. I did print it. So it is very, very nicely done. I don't have to worry about reading my handwriting because I have doctor's handwriting. But I want to do something a little different. So get to know me. I'm a regular person. I work really hard. I work 8 to 10 hours a day. I'm a car salesman, like I said again. I just happen to be a huge car enthusiast. I really would like to get a collection of cars. My next car I would like to purchase would be an R34 GTT. I can't afford a GTR. Or I'd get a Mark IV. And I just build the shit out of it. Honestly, I would not mind having a Mark V and a Mark IV in my garage. First things first, what I would really like to do is buy a house. So I'm 32, like I said earlier. Who doesn't want to have a house at my age? I think it's time. The market's kind of fucked up right now, but you know what? We'll just make the best of it and do what I gotta do to make myself happy. Another insight to my life, kind of going back to the first segment of the video. I take care of my mother. She is a cancer survivor. So she's in remission from cancer for a few years now. She has rectal cancer, so she lives with me. So I'm not just your average car guy, just fucking up the streets like everyone thinks. We're not doing takeovers. You know, some of you guys, some of us, myself, I'll speak for really, we're regular people just doing regular things. We just happen to have a hobby that's really, really out there. You know, some people like it, some people don't. You're always gonna have a Karen. That's kind of how it is. Speaking of hobbies, I do have another hobby. I'm really big into fish tanks. I have a 150-gallon saltwater fish tank. I got Nemo, I got Dory, I got everybody, you know what I mean? So it's kind of good to have hobbies to keep yourself sane. I picked up all these hobbies, my second hobby during COVID because you were kind of stuck home all the day. So I bought the tank, I got the fish. I had a smaller tank. I started with the 55-gallon and then I worked my way up to the 150. You know, once you get the first tank, the second one's just kind of have to come right after that. I'm really big into the corals. I have a lot of corals in the tank as well. So just a little insight to myself. If you like this type of content, like and subscribe. I want to get this page going. Like I said, if you guys are going to be buying merchandise from me, if I'm going to do car meets, like host a car meet, I kind of want to let you have an idea of who I am. I'm not just a car. I am a person. I'm just going to be running a YouTube page now, so hopefully my social media platform becomes a little bit more interesting to you guys. I'm not the best at this stuff. I really don't like talking in front of a camera. It's kind of weird. I feel like I'm just staring at my iPhone right now. I'm going to represent where I come from, Free Palestine, you know what I mean? They're going through some shit right now, and we need to make sure that we take care of the world and just clean up this hate against everybody. This world is so fucked up. Everybody just needs to understand black, orange, blue, white, Spanish, Asian, we all bleed fucking red, man. So just stop worrying about what's going on in the world. Take a step back for a second. Realize that people are hurting, and we need to make sure that, you know, we all take care of each other. I feel like older generations or earlier generations were much more caring, and I feel like our generation needs to start being more caring. So that being said, I'm going to close this video out. Hopefully you guys liked it. Just a little snippet about me. I don't really have much to talk about. I kind of do two things. I work and I go home. That's kind of all I do. But if you do like this type of content, make sure you subscribe to me, like, comment, share this video as well. I'm just trying to make it big in the YouTube career here. If I cannot have to go to work and do this and just show you guys all the cool stuff that I can do throughout the world, I'd love to travel. That'd be awesome. That being said, thank you for following me. Thank you for subscribing to me. Like everything on Instagram too, please. And let me know what you think. Thanks again.